A hard side, of course, that has a lot of Ibrox experience in it. There you are, McPherson, of course, Black, and the two subs today, Sandy John and Clark. There's the Rangers side with Davy Cooper back, and so is Stuart Monroe, both of whom are banned for another game in Europe. Beautiful, almost spring-like day here. There's Davy Cooper operating on the right. Well away there by Berry. McGregor. Oh, free kick. Hugh Barnes, the ex-Rangers player. Burns. Monroe. Monroe seems to be operating in a kind of left midfield position. Quick view of Wayne Foster there. Handball. McCall has made a very good impression at Ibrox, and he almost caught the Rangers defence. We weren't looking very closely at that free kick. And McCoy's pushed by McCoy's on his old mate Davy McPherson. Free kick. Ali doesn't like it. Whittaker pushing that down. Huge crowd in here at Tynecastle. Just beyond Durant. Might be the shot by Berry. Well, they built that up rather nicely, Hart. And Neil Berry, who's more noted, I think, for hard work in midfield, but that was shoved nicely to the side. Well, fair effort. Paul. Well, that's not a bad piece of play, not quite coming off. Davy McPherson had it well read. Then, as I said, Whittaker looking like Geronimo in the background there. Whoa. Parko. Well, you cannot make hits like that. They certainly closed down on him quickly enough, but that was a good chance. In swinger from Cooper. Butcher's there, there's Durant. And I think that might be another corner kick. No, they went for the cross. Oh, McCoy's done very well on that, and just touched away. Well, McCoy's today is giving a definitive display, the kind of display we've seen so often this season. Very sharp, turning quickly. No offside, and here Johnny McCoy's with a great chance, and Tui. Now he really should put these chances away. I said he'd been turning very well, linking very well, but when he gets an opportunity like that, as Scotland's leading goal scorer, you would expect him to put the ball in the back of the net. Davy Cooper, a bit slow. Wayne Foster. Taken out there by McGregor. Foster and John Robertson and Urquhart, each one independent of the other, going through them and will find themselves on their own. Whittaker. No, I think that was sliding away all the time. Chris Woods didn't seem to break any sweat about it. Now we shall see. It was curling away, and I'll tell you what, that was much nearer than Woods had assumed. Rangers dugout there with no Graham Sinners. He's on the stand. Richard Gough right in the middle, having his first look at Rangers as a member of the staff. Durant. Well, he hasn't played all well this afternoon, Durant. Foster. The two of them. No messing about with Butcher. Gary Mackay always looking dangerous. What a bad ball. And given away by Falco. Well, the referee stops the play again, saying it was a free kick. I thought he went for the ball again. There's Butcher. And again. Free kick. That was really a ridiculous tackle by Ian Durant. Quite unnecessary. Especially for a man who's already been booked. Well, there's a charge across there. That was Durant. Big Davy McPherson stumbling. Well, Kenny Black on the edge of the box. There are some big men in there, including Davy McPherson, of course. It might be the shot by Bunn. That's a call. We'll find Falco that time, and he's uncovered. Durant. There's a big casual with it, and Whittaker gets it. You're going to send a diagonal ball like that, it's got to be right in the path of somebody. Beautifully taken by McCoist. There's Durant, a superb bump by Durant, and a great cover there. I think, in fact, it's a free kick. But to my mind, it was an excellent tackle by David McPherson. The referee says it's a free kick. Beautiful move by Rangers. The best move in the last 20 minutes or so. McCoy's making the early running. Delicate little touch there. Now watch this infringement. Yes, free kick. No question about that. In fact, he didn't need to do that. I think he knocked the ball away prior to the collision. Well, there are 3 or 4 Rangers players hovering round that ball. We have Cooper, we have McCoist. Oh, brilliantly taken. That's a very good effort by McCall. Yes, Henry Smith had to look lively there. Robertson. That's not a bad ball. Well, his appeals for a penalty there. He did pierce that Rangers defence, there's no doubt about that. That was an opening for Hearts. Nice little chip pass there. You can see the gap there. Well, there's certainly no penalty. Hearts still linking well. Certainly better on Rangers at the moment as they go forward. Here's Cooper. Now Falco. And there goes the half-time whistle. And I have to say, perhaps the least distinguished Hearts Rangers game I've seen at Tynecastle in a long while. They normally produce goals, some of the kind of excitement that makes these punters in there highly delighted. Well, that doesn't look a totally delighted crowd, and I'm not at all surprised. Quality not as good as we may have expected. It can only get better, surely. John Robertson starts the second half. And as I said, hopefully things could only get better. Maybe that is tempting Providence. Nervous sort of game in many ways, as if Now the team would be, well, obviously they both want to win, but I think they're also scared a little of losing this game. That's uppermost in the minds as well. A dreadful tangle in Rangers midfield. They haven't got going at all. Black. Terrible mistake that time. Here's McCoy's. Don't know where he was trying that one. Trying to slip it into the path of Monroe. Butcher didn't quite get there. McGregor. Oh, that was well covered. Woods was right across to it. McCoist. Nothing from Davy Cooper in this match. Burns. McCall. Burns. Maybe wanting to prove 1 or 2 points today, Burns, of course. All Hart. A good run round the outside. Can he cut it back? That's a good save. A bit of a smash, and the goalkeeper is protected by the referee. And I think a booking for one of the Hearts players. John Robinson. Well, there was a lovely run there by Cahoon, the cut back. Woods didn't hold it properly, he went down again, and in that confusion, I'm not sure Robertson was the man who committed a misdemeanor after all. That's not a bad ball. Well played by Whittaker. Kept his eye on the ball. He realised Falco was thundering after him. It's got them the impression in this game that some sort of ludicrous mistake will produce a goal. I don't think Davy Cooper has passed the ball accurately all afternoon. Oh, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. And what an absurd chance. And an even more ludicrous miss. That is really astonishing. Talked about perhaps a mistake making the first goal. And then right on cue, look at that. Now these are chances. No matter how many goals Alec McCoist has scored this season, these really are chances you ought to put away. Well, we're having a substitution, and it is Falco who's coming off Robert Plant, substituting. Easily mopped up by Phillips. Long punishing clearance downfield. Easily marked there by Levine. But Hearts fighting hard for everything. Oh, that put away, and there's a goal! I thought it was in. From this angle, I thought it had gone in. Great run again by Cahoon. He's done this several times. in the second half. Down it went, and there was Robertson so near. Hearts in ascendancy again. Here's Black. Terry Butcher. Oh, that's a great save, and again by Woods, showing how courageous he is. Now this came from Terry Butcher's error, an unforced one. Lying handy was Cahoon. Well, that was right through a player's legs. Fine save. Here's Durant. Phillips. Free kick is given for that challenge by Phillips. I think Rangers have decided to get Monroe to left back to look after Cahoon. Now Fleck. There goes Fleck. That really should have been parted with. And an easy one for Woods. No problems. Referee, I think, waving play on. Davy Cooper. Free kick. Now Cooper. Jimmy Nicholl. Was a bad ball by Nicholl. Right behind all these players. Here's Butcher, completely caught out. Robertson. Cahoon. That is 3 clear chances Hearts have missed. Down he went, decided to be unselfish about it. And that was swerving away all the time, back further away from the goal, as you saw from that angle. "25 minutes remaining. Hearts have really been on top in the second half. Here's Cooper. Now McCoist. A good interception by David McPherson. Playing well against his old club, which will give him a great deal of satisfaction. Waits come, and no real challenge by McCall. Hubang. Here's McCall. McCoist. No, it's all been snatched and hurried today by Alan McCoist. He's had a marvellous season, and I suppose you could say that everybody's entitled to an off day, which he is certainly having. There's Butcher sticking in that time. McCoist is offside. There's Butcher. Paul. It's out of play. bit of singing from both sets of supporters. Rangers haven't had all that much to sing about. Paul brings it away. Still can't clear the lines well though. Here's Bunds. Oh, brilliantly taken there by McGregor. That Rangers defence looks very uncertain this afternoon. That's a corner. Well, they've taken a very quick corner kick. McGregor doing the right thing, conceding another one. That's Kenny Black. Tie. And flat push from the back. Free kick. A rather morose looking Rangers dugout at the moment, ranging from Roberts on the left all the way through. That's not a bad ball forward. Here's Fleck. Break by Rangers. Trevor Francis. They got the corner out of that. I think they might have got more. It was a good break. I think he tried to stroke it round him. Francis to take the corner. Ooh, that wasn't far away from McCoist. How on earth that Hawks defence gave him a free header like that, I'll never know. Just watch this, very good corner kick, but look at McCoist, nobody near him. 5 minutes left, still no scoring. Jiminico, Butcher, McCoist, Durant. Durant has missed every ball in midfield this afternoon. It really is remarkable. And Black. And Black almost taking on the two Rangers players, and he gets a free kick for it. Big lads are up for it. Down they go, there's Butcher trying to get rid of that. There's appealed for a penalty there. Hugh Burns right underneath it. Hearts players bawling at the referee that there should have been a penalty, but he just turned away from it all. Came from this. The Cahoon free kick. Ooh. Well, it looked as if Terry Butcher had used that arm there. There's a touch to McCoist. To Fleck. Dear, dear, dear. And there goes the final whistle. As I said at the end of the second half, not a distinguished game at all. Second half was somewhat better. I think Hearts should have won the game, and these opportunities that they had, but they didn't. And I think it's one of these matches we'll draw a veil over as quickly as possible.